You said who?
He was a Tennessee fan.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
We about to go live on YouTube.
I don't mind that, sir, son. Go on ahead and make it. I'll make it happen.
Yeah, but what I have to do, I have to like mute it because it's like it's delayed, so it's crazy.
Yeah.
But dude, I got to take my medicine. I'll be back.
I'll be here, brother.
What I'm about to tell you? Dang it. I am back.
Well, Sunshine has been picked.
The obvious pick.
Yeah, but I'm going to see how he's going to fit in their offense. I'm curious to see how they're going to run.
My biggest thing about them is you're going to Jacksonville and you're going to deal with Urban Meyer, a coach who's no professional experience, and a franchise that is basically the Walking Dead. So,
yeah, pretty much. That is correct. They have been the Walking Dead outside of that 1 year that they should have won the AFC if they did the right things in the fourth quarter of that game. But this conversation of Joe Burrow and Trevor Lawrence, and I've been hearing all these people say Trevor Lawrence was the better pick. What made Trevor Lawrence the better pick? Because the last two times I've seen him in championship games, he didn't got smoked. and then also, when you go back and look at the defenses that both of those teams ran, they were eerily similar in how their approach was to Trevor Lawrence. So that I have to say, is Clemson's offense that gimmicky, or is he really that dude? Not making any negative remarks on the guy because I think he's a great player. But I go back and look at those two games and I got to say, makes me wonder.
I don't base it off of that because my biggest thing is if you look at it, talent wise, Joe Burrow had way more talent on his team across the board.
Sure?
Yes. In that Clemson game.
I got to hear this. I really want you to break this down.
So what receivers was better than Chase?
I ain't saying that.
Jefferson.
Because I think what we're basing this on is we have to, and this again, what was said in last year's draft was Joe Burrow just a 1 year wonder. You kept hearing that. And that was the difference. You had 3 years of Trevor Lawrence. You had one great year of Joe Burrow, and then basically the ending game against UCF that he had. Yeah. So the question is, and then you go back and look at Jamar Chase and you look at Jordan Jefferson and you say, all right, were they just 1 year wonders? He had T. Higgins. He had the Ross kid. He had Etienne. He's had all those guys for years after years after years, and everybody's just sitting up there talking about him,
Yeah.
which I'm still mad at Ed Orgeron and LSU.
But what's crazy about it?
He got out of Louisiana. I'm still mad about that.
Yeah, I'm mad about that too. But Ross had a trash year. The year they played LSU, Ross was terrible. He clowned the year before.
He clowned the year before, but but
his next year he was terrible.
They made T. Higgins more of the guy. But I always said T. Higgins was. I'm like, look, he ain't the speediest guy in the world.
No, he's not at all.
So you can throw alley hoops to these guys in the ACC, but then when you play a real defense, you can't throw those alley hoops no more because guess what? They got talent on the other side of the ball. They ready for you. So we'll see.
My biggest thing, they just got because the team this past year was trash.
Mm-hmm.
The Clemson team this year was trash. It was really just Etienne and what you got just hanging on.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it was Etienne and Trevor Lawrence hanging on. That whole team was poop. They shouldn't have been in the playoff game. You know how I felt about that. They shouldn't have made it.
Well, after they lost to Notre Dame.
And then they curb stumped them the second time.
They didn't drop hardly any. But then also the Boston College game. They should have lost that game. Yeah. They didn't. So I don't know. It is what it is. Emmett, you are here. We are already talking about your Jaguars.
As you should be.
Good luck.
I'm ready to finally have a quarterback that can defeat the Tennessee Titans and all their awfulness.
Ooh.
You throwing shade. Oh, that's what we do.
Shots fired.
Oh, okay. Well, I can't wait till the football season because it's gonna be a whole lot of shots. And I'm gonna be shooting the gun.
I hope so.
That's what we're here for. I'm ready for an actual garbage talking football season between teams and it not just being the usual, it's just the Jags again versus the Titans. I'm ready to be a contender. I'm happy with 8-8 at this point. Like, let's do it. I'm ready.
I'm going to have fun this year and probably next year having, doing spoils on the Jacksonville Jaguars and how terrible they are because ain't nobody stopping the Henry train rolling down the line on y'all. So you got your quarterback. Whoop-dee-doo.
Nobody care about these bums. Okay. Who are your top 5 quarterbacks in this draft?
All right. So, we can easily pick out Trevor Lawrence to number 1. So my 4 that are left, I'm going to go Justin Fields 2. I just blanked on dude's name from BYU.
Zach Wilson.
Thank you. I knew it was Zach, but I couldn't remember his last name. So 3. Just because he's from Jacksonville, I'm going to say it. I'm not sure that I agree with it, but I'm going to just say it. Mac Jones 4, and then 5. The dude from North Dakota.
That's Trey Lance.
So,
gotcha. Jeremy, who you got?
Well, you should already know where I'm going. Lawrence, Wilson, Fields. And this is what I have the tough pick because it just depends on where the person goes. I love Trey Lance. I have a lot of respect for Mac Jones because of his accuracy. But I always say, man, Mac Jones played with some receivers at Alabama, and I'm curious to see what his situation is going to be. So if I'm looking at upside, I'm taking Lance 4 and I'm taking Mac Jones 5 with Davis Mills as my sleeper.
Man, listen, I was going to get to that about this whole sleeper because you know how I feel.
Everybody knows I got sleepers.
Out of these 5 picks, like Damon said, it's 2 in the possible that's going to be good.
Yeah.
And that's just what it is.
That's what it is.
Yeah. So my 5, I ain't sure it's Trevor Lawrence, Trey Lance, Justin Fields, Zach Wilson, then Mac Jones. But
why do you got Trey Lance so high? Because he's been getting.
Trey Lance has the biggest upside out of all of them.
He does. He has.
If he goes to San Francisco, he's going to be the best quarterback in this draft.
Because of scheme, because of how good
because of the
scheme,
and because Trey Lance ran that offense in college, and he's the only one out of all 5 quarterbacks that called all his plays in college and called all his audibles.
Everybody needs to understand the North Dakota State train.
Yeah,
you got Wentz, you have the kid that's at San Diego that's a backup. You have him coming out, and then everybody forgets Brock Jensen. Yeah. Brock Jensen was the one who really started the train at North Dakota State. So Houston Stick is the guy's name I'm thinking about it with the Chargers.
Yeah,
they know they run a pro-style offense at North Dakota State. They have not changed it. It is the same offense.
Never changed.
It's literally, if you want to look at a school in which you can go and be a pro quarterback for 3 years or however long you want to stay there, and then go to the pros, go to North Dakota State. They know what they're doing now.
Yeah. He has, and all his tools make him the bigger upside compared to everybody else. And if San Francisco if that's their pick, everybody else is gonna be behind the 8 ball because they don't have to start Trey Lance. And that's why I think they're keeping Garoppolo there. They figure we hold on to Trey Lance, hold on to Garoppolo maybe a year, so Trey Lance can learn. Then we can trade Garoppolo in the offseason, especially if Garoppolo has a good season. That makes him more valuable.
Correct.
So, and that's how you look at it. But going back to what Jeremy said, there's only going to be 2 in the possible that's going to be good out of those 5. But I told somebody, either Kyle Trask, Davis Mills, or Kellen Mond, one of them 3 is going to end up being a good quarterback. And it's just the way it goes. Like, Davis Mills is really good. Really good.
Davis Mills out of Stanford. He runs that Davis Shaw offense, another pro style offense. If it's a team that's looking for a quarterback 2nd round or maybe late 1st to trade into it, and let's just say if it's out of those quarterbacks that you named along with Jamie Newman, who's another one that people need to kind of look at. If you're looking at that, I'm taking Davis Mills all day long. Yeah. They just, at Stanford, they didn't have weapons this year. They really didn't have the year before. Yeah. But the kid has mobility and he has an arm. He can move.
And what people fail to realize with Davis Mills, he's not playing with all-world talent around him.
Mm-hmm. It's like being in Northwestern.
Like, people will say he suffered with like sometimes his ball placement's not right? People don't like that. They think he made too many bad decisions. I was like, did you see the Stanford offense? Did you realize there was no talent on that field? Like Davis Mills is a 5-star who just went to Stanford. He probably should have went somewhere else.
Could have.
Yeah, he could have.
He could have. He just chose to want to follow Andrew Luck and again, you have another pro-ready offense. Yeah. That's where people need to be looking at. Stop looking at these gimmicky offenses that throw the ball all over the place and you think that you're going to be successful. Everybody can't beat Pat Mahomes.
And that's my biggest thing with Justin Fields. I hate that offense that they run. It ruins quarterbacks' careers. You know this. That he needs to go somewhere where he can sit and learn a little bit because I hate Ohio State's offense. It's terrible for any quarterback.
You have to put Haskins behind too?
Yeah.
It put Haskins behind, but he was also immature.
And not mobile. He's not a mobile quarterback. He was blessed to have some of the people that he had around him to make him look good. His immaturity that was shown right after he was picked. He was so angry. I'm like, dude, what you mad for?
Yeah.
Make the best of the situation. You still in the 1st round and you mad. Why?
Yeah, sometimes people just have that chip on their shoulder that they just can't get off. And then instead of working harder, they just hold a grudge instead.
Correct.
Is he
Jay
signed?
Neal,
Okay.
so your boy got
Is he signed?
drafted. I want to pump him up for me. You a big part of the Zach Wilson fan club.
Everybody know I'm big on the Zach Wilson train, and I see. And the sad part is that there's just too many of these comparisons to Johnny Manziel when it comes to him, but he doesn't have the same character as Johnny Manziel, and I think his focus is going to be different too. The concern that I have for him is where he's going, and that's a defensive-minded coach. He doesn't have an offensive mind. And if you don't have the right offensive coordinator to work with Zach Wilson, this might not work.
All right.
Outside of that, man, he's got all the intangibles. He's got everything that you need in a QB. But the one concern that I'll always say that I had was when I looked at the Coastal Carolina game and I saw him get rattled. And it's like Coastal Carolina came out and just punked them.
You know how I feel about it. I feel like he had one of the best O-lines in the world. He had one of the best O-lines in college football.
He didn't get touched. Hardly.
He didn't get touched. Like, literally, he had time all day. And sometimes they don't transfer to the league because you're going to get touched in this league.
Mm-hmm.
Like, under pressure, I don't like him either. Like, he can run, but he's small.
He is compact, small, and everybody is going to always say, hey, I want that nice, sturdy QB. But, man, you turn on the tape, man, he's got a rocket. So now Corey Davis and all, you know, we're going to see if Corey Davis is worth this money that they paid him.
Yeah.
We're going to find out quickly because you're going to have to be the number one.
San Francisco pick is in. So this is the key to the whole draft.
Yeah, if Lance doesn't go here, then Lance is garbage, right? Is that what does that work?
No, this is because he's still probably gonna go top 10.
Man, Denver still could take a QB.
They got him.
Trey Lance, San Francisco.
Wow.
Told you.
Man, look out.
What did I tell you? I said Trey Lance is always their guy. And they were playing people for fools with that Mac Jones nonsense.
Well, yeah, I mean, you think Trey's going to start or no?
No,
he's going to sit.
Keep Garoppolo.
If they keep Garoppolo and don't trade him to the Patriots, Garoppolo will start. But this was going to be a quick Alex Smith, Kaepernick situation. Quickly.
Yep.
This is not going to last long.
Not for long.
Dude, just think for us, I mean, I know that like you literally last like 3 weeks and then they're going to start cheering for that player, that new, fresh, young quarterback to come in.
Yeah.
Like you don't get more than the first 2 to 3 of them. With that first interception, the chants come. And Garoppolo is not going to save himself for very long.
He can't save himself for long, but this pick right here, man, people don't understand. Like, I go back to Craig Bowl, who's now at Wyoming. Think about this. I want everybody to really just focus on this. We talked about all the North Dakota State quarterbacks. What the heck do y'all think went to Wyoming? The same offense. And Allen killed it over there. And it's all of these QBs outside of Houston Stick are big guys and mobile guys in their offense. It is tailor-made completely for somebody like Shanahan and his offense.
And he don't have to start right away.
No, he ain't got to start. He can sit.
He's going to sit. And they knew that.
So, and keep in mind, too, I mean, San Francisco also, they traded up for this pick. Do y'all think that they traded up too far? Do you think that they could have said
No, they had to.
No, they had to. That guy was going to go.
He was going to go. A lot of people was bluffing on these other quarterbacks to get Trey Lance.
This forced Denver's hand. Denver was a team probably is going to be looking at Trey Lance. So you have to, and Carolina also looked at it like, well, we're just going to go get Sam Darnold now. We ain't going to wait. We might as well just go get it and kill it and get it out of the way. So you look at cause and effect. San Francisco moved up. Look at what happened after the fact.
Yeah.
Those two teams went and said, all right, well, that's probably who we wanted. We're going to move on. Because everybody is just not sold on Justin Fields, going back to the reason why Gene talked about Ohio State's offense, and you go down the track record of their line, those QBs, you tell me what you think about. I just start naming them off. Cardale Jones, J.T. Barrett. Do I need to keep going?
I haven't heard Cardale Jones in a long time.
We heard him in the XFL.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like, go down the list. Sometimes they've had mobile quarterbacks. Sometimes they haven't. Justin Fields fell into their lap. That was a beautiful thing for them. And people need to also understand that technically Justin Fields wasn't supposed to be the quarterback.
He was at Georgia, right?
The kid from Gorman, who has been a bust in college football, was supposed to be the quarterback of Ohio State. Mm-hmm. That then went to Miami. That was the QB of the future. But everybody didn't realize that he ain't that dude. They played in their little private school games, and everybody at Gorman ain't who they thought they was.
And all the talent was on one team.
Yeah, that's what it is. So I love this pick. San Francisco just changed the whole draft. Literally.
And you know me, I had them taking, like, Trey Lance was the pick. Everybody kept saying no, Mac Jones. I was like, no, Trey Lance is the pick.
Well, San Francisco,
because this is what they do. Garoppolo's contract is coming to an end soon. Once his contract comes to an end, that's off the books. Now you got a quarterback in there on a rookie deal, and it helps you keep all the other players as there.
Yep.
Well, San Francisco is coming to Jacksonville, so it'll be a Trevor Lawrence versus Trey Lance. Potentially, we'll find out what the schedule is here soon, but we could be playing against Trey Lance.
I think it'd be Garoppolo.
I think it'll be Garoppolo unless New England says, all right, we need to go and get Garoppolo now and just go with it. But
yeah.
The thing is, we typically open up as AFC South. I feel like either the Colts are usually our starting, or the Titans, or I don't know, Titans we usually save like 3 to 4 weeks in. But yeah, we usually have an in-division game first, so I don't know when San Francisco is going to be coming through, but I would much rather, obviously, it'd be fun to watch. That should be a game of the week for sure. Like, stop putting us at these 1:00 times.
Well, San Francisco is not a number 3. Like, they picking 3 overall, but they really not a number 3 overall type of team.
No, obviously they had a lot of injuries too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're a playoff team.
Yeah. They really are a playoff team. They're going to get back to it if they get everybody back healthy. And again, I hate the NFL has gone to this 17-game schedule, which I still want to smack the heck out of them for this.
What's your reason?
I hate it because they're pushing the ante to where these guys, once they get to the playoffs, man, they ain't gonna be nothing. Like, 16 games was already a push. Honestly, remember,
if I have it locked in, I'm resting my guy.
Correct. Remember, it wasn't even just a couple years back. They were talking about reducing the games due to concussions. So why are we increasing the games? Yeah, money, of course. It's just, I get it, man. Everybody want more football, but man, at what cost? I don't want to ever see a Super Bowl like I just saw. Ever. Again. Ever. That was pathetic. I couldn't even watch the whole game.
Chiefs was missing their whole O-line.
O-line.
Yeah.
Like, what's the purpose?
Patrick Mahomes still throwing dimes out from the side of his head, not even looking at his receiver. Just
let's see what ATL is about to do here.
Correct. It's just I can't do it. But Kyle Pitts should be the pick here.
Ooh, Kyle Pitts. Wow.
Now, Julio.
Jags fans upset about this one.
Think about this: Julio, Kyle Pitts, and Ridley.
Julio getting
Matt Ryan.
Julio
And think about this. Now think about this, Gene. They are not in a regular offense now. They are in the Titans offense now.
But my biggest thing is them, they still over the cap, so they got to do something.
They got to make moves. They can't sign all their players right now. They still got to make a move or two.
They can't sign their rookie class.
Unless so they they got to restructure some contracts.
Yeah.
But
that's why they talking about trading Julio. And to me, everybody loves Kyle Pitts. You know I'm not a lover of Kyle Pitts. All his good games came against trash teams. He had like 300 yards and 4 TDs against Ole Miss. Like, that's where a big chunk of his yards came from.
Yeah, big chunk of his yards came against Ole Miss.
I told somebody, look at his other games from previous years.
Ole Miss.
All the best DBs in the SEC didn't play.
But he's also a tight end, though, too. Like, don't you think? And you've also got Kyle Trask thrown to you, and I'm not saying that you're wrong necessarily, but at the same time, I feel like as a tight end to get those type of numbers and also having a subpar.
To me, so he's a receiver pretending to be a tight end. He's not a tight end.
I mean, I see what you're saying. So, I mean, would you?
Because he can't block you.
Darren Waller. Did you see that they put him? His comparison was Darren Waller.
But Darren Waller can block.
Darren Waller is a different type of tight end. He's a different type of tight end.
Yeah, Kyle Pitts can't block at all.
He's gonna have to work on.
Like he's never worked on his form to block. Like when they put him in that offensive for Florida, they didn't put him in there to do that.
He has to work on his form and technique to block because Arthur Smith expecting him to be Jonnu Smith. And Jonnu Smith could block.
And I mean, he's 248. He's 6'6", 248. So he has the body and size to do it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, their highlights are showing Kentucky, South Carolina.
Yeah, those games were the ones in which he shined on. But Alabama game in the SEC championship and you know those opportunities that you have, or why didn't you play against LSU? You had that like this is the year in which you play those games. I don't care if you are, I'm hurt. That killed their opportunity to be potentially in the playoff.
And what's crazy about it, LSU had nothing but freshman DBs out there.
Yeah.
Their whole secondary were freshmen.
Yep.
And the touchdown he got in the SEC championship was like a garbage touchdown. It wasn't even.
It wasn't nothing.
Bama got caught playing prevent.
Well, they also, because I know that the Falcons last year they traded away their tight end Austin Hooper to. I don't think they traded him. I think he was a free agent to the Browns.
Yeah. So
who do they have as their tight end? They're probably picking him because he's the best tight end in this draft, and they have to replace someone like Austin Hooper.
Which is the right decision to make, but you go down his stats. All right, the Georgia game, they won the game, 2 catches, 59 yards. You go and look at the Texas A&M game. They lost that game, 5 catches, 47 yards. The SEC championship, he had 7 catches, 129. Ole Miss, he had 8 catches, 170. And then Kentucky had 5 catches, 99 yards, and 3 touchdowns. So I look at that and I say, all right, who are you really? That's the question. Who are you? Because I see some Jacqueline Hyde here. You scored 4 touchdowns against Ole Miss. Everybody knows Ole Miss is defensive.
Yeah.
Completely.
Like he showed up against the garbage teams.
So,
but when the talent, pretty much, you know who did that? And everybody was talking about he's this next generational talent, Clowney.
Yeah.
And me and you, like us who watched the SEC, knew that. We was like, Clowney was only good against garbage teams.
Jadeveon Clowney was made by one hit in a damn bowl game that really wasn't a hit. If people really want to go there with it, it really wasn't a hit. Dude didn't block him. He came off the line. Dude was standing right there. Dude helmet pops off. Everybody wants to be, oh man, Jadeveon Clowney this, Jadeveon Clowney that. Got into the league, Blessed to have J.J. Watt on the other side. And then after that, as a Tennessee Titan fan, I'm always going to say this. What has he done for y'all lately? 0 sacks.
Yeah, that's a question for you. What has he done for y'all lately?
Not a damn thing. That's why he in Cleveland.
Like he won a season with 0 sacks.
0 sacks. Then when he was in Seattle, I think he had like 4.5. And I was mad at the signing. I was like, we just spent our money on this dude because we desperately need help. But he ain't that dude no more to me. And now you want to bash and say, oh, man, I'm going to a winning team. Dude, really? Really? You going to a winning team? Okay. All right, we're going to remember that. Pray that we don't play y'all this year. I'm going to be ready for that. Let's see. All right, here's the other thing. He's going to be better this year because he's got Myles Garrett on the other side. So his career is going to be defined by this. He played potentially on the opposite side of 2 Hall of Famers. J.J. Watt, potentially Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
Outside of that, who was he?
Who was on who's the D-line? You got to think of D-line at Seattle, too. Who did he play with over there? He had good – he got – what, Bobby Wagner and
he was the guy that was supposed to be the edge rusher in Seattle.
Yep.
Problem is that he's more of a 3-4 guy, and you need to stand him up instead of having his hands in the ground. That's just what it is. But if he has this breakout season this year and he gets paid, I don't want nobody to say, "Oh man, he's back." Because truth be told, you got to delegate some of that to Myles Garrett being on the opposite side.
Yeah,
like that's the thing, man. Like that dude was playing. He's playing the game. It's smart as heck because I think he's 28, 29 years old. So you need to look out for your next paycheck and seeing what that's going to be. But don't think that he's that dude because he might have 8 to 10 sacks this year. Dude, he's sitting on the other side of Myles Garrett. Come on.
I mean, it's kind of like Dante Fowler with the Jaguars when we had Ngakoue, Calais Campbell, Darius, all those dudes. Like, I could get a sack with that D line.
Yeah, anybody could, but I'm gonna let that go. I want to see what the Bengals are gonna do. Is it gonna be Chase or they gonna go offensive line?
They need to protect their quarterback.
They need somebody to protect their quarterback, man. I think Jonah Williams was hurt, so they really need to get a chance to evaluate him this year.
Yeah.
So if they're saying that they're going to do that and stick Jonah on that left side, and I think they signed somebody for the right side, we'll see. It's going to be interesting. I know they miss Andrew Whitworth right now, even though how old he is. That kid from West Monroe, Louisiana, who used to play tight end, FYI, was still that dude. Yes, that he comes from my neck of the woods, Emmett. I know all about him. Freshman season.
Future Hall of Famer.
Yes, he played tight end at West Monroe under Don Showers and was a beast.
I'll have to go to West Monroe at some point then.
Ja'Marr Chase.
Wow.
That's all Joe Burrow. Oh man.
They putting the brothers back together.
And man, look out. Now they have 2 legitimate receivers now, I can say.
Yeah.
Tyler Boyd.
Well, really, I mean, Tyler Boyd is, I'll give him that, but I'm looking at Higgins and I'm looking at Chase. And man, you just slide Boyd in the slot. There you go. You got your 3. But
I mean, yeah, you can't really pass up.
No, you can't pass up.
All the receivers in the draft, only one receiver dogged every number 1 pick last year. Every number 1 pick cornerback last year, Ja'Marr Chase dogged him.
AJ Terrell, I'm still trying to figure out how you got first round by Atlanta. Atlanta, y'all need to be slapped for that because he embarrassed him the whole game. I went back and I looked at it and I just had to get my laughs on because I was like, That's the reason why y'all the dirty birds, and that's the reason why y'all some losers. And that's the reason why you're 28-3 in the Super Bowl and you lose.
Ooh, coming with the heat.
Oh man, all the way with the Heat because they trash for making that pick last year. AJ Terrell, I was like, so Jamar Chase, who's a sophomore, just embarrassed the junior, and you go and draft him first round. Oh, okay.
Yeah, because wasn't Jamar Chase? If I remember correctly, I mean, I think Gene, it might have been what you said this last year, but he said that even the best receiver off of LSU wasn't even drafted.
Correct.
I'm assuming we're referring to Jamar Chase here.
Correct.
So Justin Jefferson, who had a great season with the Vikings.
Potentially Joe Burrow threw the 3 first-round draft picks. If Terrence Marshall goes in the first round tonight, he threw the 3 first-round draft picks.
3 of them.
I wonder who they're going to compare him to. They're over here saying.
Ain't the Dolphins pick already in?
Man, Penei Sewell is. Listen, the Dolphins need offensive line help. They just traded away Eric. I think it was Eric Flowers to Washington. I know how their team is built. They usually go up front, they go offensive line, D-line first before they do anything else. But if Slim Reaper comes off the board here, it wouldn't surprise me either. I'm just saying. But, man, yes, that is the perfect comparison. Jamar Chase and A.J. Brown are the perfect comparison because they big. They thick.
You know who reminded me of though?
Who?
Sterling Sharp.
He does have some Sterling Sharp in him. He does. But man, when I look at but you know what, man, when you look at AJ Brown and him, they literally are the same. They're about the same size. They come off the line. They both block. Man, it's gonna be a problem.
And they bully DBs.
Yes, bullies. And I love that part of it. They both are bullies.
I was just offering ice cream, so I'm leaving for a second. Give me a minute.
Okay.
I gotta celebrate this Trevor draft. There's fireworks that are going off here. That's how
much.
Oh
my gosh, really?
Oh wow.
I'm not kidding. Yep.
Wow.
This is gonna be a national holiday for Jacksonville, or a local holiday.
The London Jaguars?
Hell no.
Correct.
Says the man who doesn't even live in the city of his favorite team. I want you to move to Green Bay, Gene. All right.
Oh man, this is beautiful, man. Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow get reacquainted, and if Cincinnati finds, let's say, if I think it's Ecklenberg from Notre Dame, Christensen from BYU, but I like that kid from Northern Iowa, the tackle. He nasty.
Yeah,
they could get a tackle later if they feel like, you know, right now it's just not the time, and you got a once-in-a-lifetime generational talent in Chase. So, oh man, this is gonna be beautiful. Joe Burrow gets his guy back. Man.
All right, I was eating, so I was like, let me get off camera.
Man, you darn right you had to eat. Otherwise, wifey was gonna kill your ass. You knew it.
You think Dolphins take Penei Sewell?
Why not?
Yeah.
Like you get a tackle, and everybody knows, man, look, tackles are 8 to 10 to 12-year guys. Shoot, you just put them in the position, set them, and leave them.
Yeah.
So you either go get Slim Reaper, you either go get you a linebacker, or you go get the tackle. So it makes sense to me. But I'm just curious. I think the draft has now been switched up now.
Yeah.
Especially what Cincinnati just did. So, and I'm still wondering who the hell the Saints wanted in the top 10. I'm curious to know.
They were trying to trade up?
Yeah, they were trying to trade up from 28. I'm really curious to know who they would have wanted.
Waddle. Like, wow.
Jalen Waddle before Slim Reaper?
I told people that, dude.
Like, he's shocked. You just saw his face?
Dude,
He's
Slim
shocked.
Reaper only fits in certain offenses. He's not going to be able to play in the league in every offense.
He's not. I like Jalen Waddle, but here's the thing, man. You still coming off injury.
Yeah, that Jalen Waddle injury was bad.
This like, people don't understand, man. You can have all the speed in the world, but this right here, that just, woo, man, I ain't expect him to come off to maybe 10, 11, maybe 12.
I didn't expect all these receivers to come off this soon.
I like his speed. If they're looking at that, cool. But that injury was no joke.
Yeah.
That he had. I want to see if he's gonna get back to this.
My biggest thing, he's smaller than Smith.
He can get down. He can get down the field, man. But ooh.
Y'all not liking this pick?
I don't know, man. That
And
to me,
listen,
that shit went O-line.
yeah. And unless you just not sold on Penei Sewell, I'm just like, okay, I get it. Jalen Waddle is that dude, but again, he's got to come back from that injury. And even in the championship game, he was limping. Is he fully recovered? That's the question.
He been over here eating ice cream.
Hey, I'm a champion.
A champion? Oh,
That's
my
what the
goodness.
Jags get one quarterback, and he think they're a champion.
Mm-hmm. We won.
I heard it all now.
He said we won the draft.
This is the Super Bowl. This is Jaguar Super Bowl, and this is like going. This is going home with the Lombardi.
No, Lord.
Whoo, this is
Yeah, this is an interesting draft to see all the names, and Justin Fields still sitting, hanging out.
man, Justin Fields about to be sitting for a minute.
He's gonna be sitting for a minute.
He's gonna be sitting for a minute now because I don't see him coming off 7,
Now
8.
the Lions definitely go Slim Reaper.
Yeah. They're looking for a receiver, so it didn't take them long to do a pick. But
Who's Lions QB now?
Jared Goff.
Oh, that's right. I knew that. Stafford went to LA. I should have been smart enough to make the connection.
Again, I like Jalen Waddle, but the injury, I just want to know if he's going to get back to this guy. If he gets back to that guy, Great pick, Miami.
I mean, they got Devontae Parker and Will Fuller V, who, I mean, is a great player if he can stay healthy. So
I think with Will Fuller is more of, to me, I think it's more mental than anything with him. Sometimes it's just, I don't think he's focused. So, of course, you need to go out and go get a guy. So, I like Waddle. No, don't get me wrong, but it's just a little shocking.
That's crazy. Crazy. But I had Waddle going ahead of Smith.
We're gonna see.
But I think this helps Smith get drafted faster.
Well, yeah, actually, why do y'all think Devonta Smith is behind both Waddle and Jamar Chase?
All right, listen, and I'm gonna say this again and again to people. Everybody was so big on Devontae Smith because he won the Heisman, blah, 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 blah. People need to go back and look at 2019 and really look at the film. But I always say, don't even look at the film. Just look at the LSU game against Bama.
Yep.
And really dissect it. Jamar Chase was beast mode and dudes off the line. it was embarrassing. Surtain could not cover Jamar Chase at
Couldn't touch
all.
him.
Also,
Couldn't touch him.
also the Cowboys' second round pick last year could not cover Jamar Chase. He was the best receiver. So when you have the best, of course, a person like Justin Jefferson is going to look great to a team like Minnesota because they're going to be like, hey, man, he can come off the ball. He can do this, and he proved it. This ain't going to be no different than this.
Mm-hmm.
So the Chase pick, I'm cool with. The Waddle pick, I think with Miami, they're thinking, all right, we still got Devontae Parker. If we put Slim Reaper on the other side, it'd just be too much. We got to find a speed guy. It makes sense.
So you see,
You put it
right there, that's just the go guy.
Yeah, you could put this dude in the slot, and he going to open up your entire offense. And also you got to think about maybe they talked to Tua, and Tua might have said, hey, look, who do you mesh well with? Who are you better with? That's another thing. So, and he might have said Waddle. It's
Like
awesome.
they probably was like, who is your guy?
Yeah.
That's true. That's fair. Yeah.
So that's something to think about. You know, when you really think about it, and man, Waddle was that dude. Seriously, he was that dude.
Because think about it. Before this year, Devontae Smith was just the go guy. They just put him like go route.
Go route, go straight down the line.
Yep.
Go back to the LSU game. When Stingley was looking off, he went straight past him.
Yep. Go route.
Pew, go route.
What was his 40 time? Not that really matters anymore. No one's Chris Johnson.
And A. Sewell.
Wow. This is the first time that I can say I am proud of the Detroit Lions. They went inside instead of going outside.
Out.
It is a rarity that they do that.
Inside out.
It is a rarity that they do that.
That new head coach who's a tight end coach, Dan Campbell. He wants his own line.
You know how I feel about it. Inside out, always.
I love this pick. I
love it too. My biggest thing is, you know me, the same thing I feel with Chase. That sitting out a year, it don't never pan out, man.
It doesn't.
It never pans out.
You have to get reacquainted to everything. But man, Penei Sewell is a nasty tackle. Yeah. A nasty tackle. He's that old school type. So I guess for me, the competition in the Pac-12 is my only concern.
That's my biggest thing.
And who he played against.
And Oregon, a lot of screen heavy stuff.
Yeah.
There's a lot of screens in that offense. So you really don't get to see what he can do.
Yeah, we're about to find out who he is quickly in that division because he's got Khalil Mack in that division. And I'm pretty sure Detroit was looking at that man, Chicago got a defense.
Bro, if Slim Reaper slips to Dallas.
I doubt it. Well, no, let me not say that because Denver is looking more QB. And it's more of a luxury pick almost. As far as number 8, Carolina really could change the dynamics of this draft right here, this pick.
Yeah. Not to say that Locke or whatever his name was, none of the Allen boy, Brandon Allen didn't do anything for him, but
this has to be the this has to be the longest a defensive player haven't been taken, right?
Yeah.
That's true. We have all offense.
Potentially.
And 3 quarterbacks going, and then again, like I said, I don't know that we're going to see Mac Jones get picked today. I'd be very surprised.
I think Denver might go quarterback.
Denver could go QB, and if they like him enough, they'll take him.
I feel like Denver has a very specific quarterback that they like.
If Denver don't go quarterback, Mac Jones and Justin Fields drop him.
Yeah, the Patriots are probably just are smiling right now. They are the team that's literally
because they don't have to make no moves to get up to get a quarterback that they want. Because one of the quarterbacks they want is still there.
And we still waiting on the first trade. We know it's gonna happen. It's
Yeah.
only a matter of time. The first trade is gonna happen. Question is where. And it's taking Carolina a lot of time. So
It's
they
taking
on the
their
phone
whole
with
clock.
somebody.
Because remember, they was talking about trading down.
Yeah, they on the phone with somebody right now. Somebody want to come up and take somebody right now.
Bro,
The other team that needs to that you need to think about is Washington. Washington is the other team that could
Oh,
go
yeah.
up in the draft and say, all right, we want this person as our QB.
sorry, I'm trying to show you guys. I don't know if you can see on the screen, but literally, we already have car commercials with Trevor Lawrence on them.
That's ridiculous.
I'm not kidding. Literally, we already have ads running, which obviously were paid for significantly in advance before tonight.
That's
And we just watched
hilarious.
a car dealership commercial welcoming Trevor Lawrence to Jacksonville.
That is hilarious. Wow.
I'm telling you, this is big.
Now listen.
Yeah.
If Dallas does not need a receiver, Gene. If Dallas goes and drafts Devontae Smith, listen to me carefully. They will lose the next 3 to 4 years and be horrible because their defense is terrible. You can have all the offense in the world, and we saw that. And guess what? Your defense is horrible. Let that be an offensive pick. People in Dallas going to be hot.
Yeah. I don't think they will. They don't care.
If they're gonna go defense,
They still chasing the glory days of the big three.
Oh, let's see. 1996, they still there. They still,
Cowboys need to start thinking about a running back in this draft.
man. Listen.
Let's take a second.
After last year, it looked like Zeke was done.
Zeke been running physical since college.
It looked like Zeke
not
was
gonna last
done.
long, brother.
And that's the thing I be trying to tell folks. If people really pay attention to how Derrick Henry runs, yeah, he breaks tackles, but it is like a careful type run. And then also when they run the veer play on the outside, he tries to get them 7 yards and he go out of bounds. Unless you try to square up with him, and then he gonna do what he did to Josh Norman, which is still the funniest stiff arm that I've seen, man. Like, I remember I jumped off the couch watching
it. That's all they do, man. It's a stiff arm. That's it. Like, people think he trucks people. No, he stiffs arm the hell out of them.
He knocks the heck out of you. Otherwise, he's going down gracefully. But that's the difference. Zeke been running hard, been taking those hits between the tackles that slowed him down a little bit. He was offense at Ohio. And then
he was always looking for contact in college.
But think about this. Ohio State players, Alabama players, we talked about this, Gene. They are the players that quickly go down faster
than everybody
else. Anyone else, because they are literally ran into the ground by the time they get to the pros. So
let's see what the Panthers are going to do here.
This is going to be interesting.
JC Horn.
Wow.
There's your defense.
Quarterback.
Now, I'm worried about character issues. Is the only thing that I worry about with this kid.
Yeah, his character issues.
Dude, like his daddy is Joe Horn. Cool, but
we know how his daddy was.
We all know how his daddy was.
I mean,
if he fixes his character issues, could be a great pick. But man, when he was at South Carolina, I saw a lot of this. Grab. I'm like, dude, what you grabbing for? What you reaching for? Cover the guy. Stop grabbing so doggone much. So we're gonna see, man. If he's that dude.
I don't like watching him on the SEC. Like, to me, he's a little bit slow to react sometimes because he's trying to be so physical. And so that's a big issue. Also, tackling, like sometimes he just like throw his body out there, he end up missing people.
Ole.
Every time. That's what Mr. Ole. Because he tried to do a physical hit without looking.
Yep.
That's not gonna work.
We're gonna see, man. I'm gonna see if he's that dude. Cool. I ain't got an issue with the pick because Carolina does need defense.
Especially in zone coverage, dude. I don't
Yeah.
know. We'll see.
I'm just gonna make a comment. This makes me just feel so old. I have Joe Horn's like Saints card in my collection. Like it just like time is passing me by.
Dude, I freaking love Joe Horn as a receiver because he was just like I hated to go against him. Like I just like, God dang, man, Joe Horn is really that dude, man. Like I see why the people in New Orleans loved him, honestly. But
I was like, I told somebody, the draft being drunk again. Here we go.
yeah, and
So,
now,
all right, do y'all like? So do you think that this was too high of a pick for him to go? What are your thoughts on the Panthers picking him? I mean,
well, for me, I think if you really look at it and you look at your two dynamics as far as your cornerbacks, you have to look at the defenses that they played in, and if this defense fits more of what Carolina wants to do, so be it. But man, Surtain is a dog. Like I kid you not. We talk about Jamar Chase burning him. Listen, that ain't something to just slouch at. Jamar Chase was just literally that dude.
Yeah.
You couldn't mess with him.
yeah.
Oh,
honestly.
but Jeremy, speaking of this, I just got this message from somebody. Freaking the Southern made the safeties coach the head coach.
Why?
I have no idea. Jason Rollins. It's like that makes no sense. Like who's running the program over there?
So hold on. Is the Roman guy still y'all AD?
Yeah.
That's the problem.
The basketball coach?
Yeah, that's your problem right there.
Who shouldn't be the AD?
Who shouldn't be the AD? And let's go down Southern's AD history. William Broussard, if you're listening to this right now, you are probably the most terrible AD in Southern history because guess what? You're probably the number one reason why Dawson Odoms left.
Yeah.
We can go back to that now. Let me give you the story, Emmett, so that you understand.
All
Southern's
right.
APR score was horrible.
APR standing for what?
That mean.
What does it mean? Like you don't look it up. What does it
Basically,
mean?
like it pretty much if your student's going to class, pretty much.
Okay, gotcha.
If you want to go there. But yeah, if William Broussard is listening to this, he's the number one reason why Dawson Odoms is probably gone anyway. Because Dawson Odoms had to take a program and build it literally from the ground up due to that. All the probationary period stuff, the shortage of scholarships, all of that. Dawson Odoms made that work at Southern. I have to give him that all day long. But for you to go and hire a safeties coach tells me that you don't want to pay a coach. And that's the second reason why Dawson Odoms left. He wanted a pay raise. And y'all don't want to give these coaches their money, and they just do. And that's the reason why probably a coach like potential Marshall Faulk, people like that, deuces. Hey, I ain't getting paid pennies to come and coach at your school for what?
Yeah, and they're probably willing to take less to represent at HBCUs. I'm sure Deion Sanders is not getting paid what he was getting paid on TV. Like, let's be real.
But Deion's endorsements
to represent and be a part, and you're still lowballing them. Like, you're not going to get
Deion's endorsements, bro. That's the kicker here. When you can get endorsements like that, man, and you set like that, shoot, Deion ain't worried about no money. He just trying to make sure that everybody get an equal opportunity. So, I mean, but man, a safeties coach. All right, we're gonna see if this is gonna work. I'll wait. We're gonna wait. But man, Slim Reaper, if he don't go the Giants, man, Mac Jones is gonna be waiting a minute.
Yeah, Mac Jones might get
Mac Jones, Justin Fields, enjoy the moment.
Dude,
y'all finna be chilling.
I feel like Denver has picked so many quarterbacks in the last. I mean, they said Paxton Lynch from 2016, and obviously you had Drew Lock. I mean, I feel like they're just
Listen, they are the prototypical dartboard team. They are the dartboard team. They just throw a dart at the board and hope and hope and pray John Elway comes back to them.
I know that's pretty. You're right, and I feel like they have a specific kind of quarterback that they're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
It's the pocket. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna go.
Pocket passer, yeah, they're probably looking for that and somebody that can get the ball down the field accurately. But guess what? You also got to think about in Denver, you're gonna be playing in some cold ass weather.
Yeah,
and you have to make sure that whoever you draft can get the ball down the field. Justin Fields is a Georgia guy. Mac Jones is a Southern guy. We talking about two quarterbacks that really don't play in a whole lot of cold weather. Even though that Justin Fields is at Ohio State, that gimmicky offense that they in the competition that they was playing.
Yeah, I'm in Chicago and Washington. I'm trying to trade up.
Trade up now.
Fields,
right now.
Well, Big Sam, I was thinking the trade. I thought there might be a trade going on. There's clearly they were listening. They were close to a trade.
Yeah.
They must have been.
But this goes back to what I said. I go back to 2 games with Justin Fields, Indiana and Northwestern. And we ain't got to talk about it no more, do we, Gene? We ain't got to say nothing else about these 2 games, right? I'm done. I ain't got to say nothing else on Justin Fields because that's the reason why he was lower on my list.
Every time they went against a good, real good secondary, they went straight to the run game. They didn't even trust Justin Fields.
And in the national championship game, when Sermon went out, that changed the dynamic of the game for them. They realized this ain't our guy. We don't know if Major T can carry the load. And you saw what happened after that.
Let's see what Denver does.
What about Rashawn Slater? Patrick Surtain.
What the dang? So what do the Cowboys do?
Cowboys pissed right now.
Because that's both of the DBs they were looking at.
That's what they wanted. Horn and Surtain off the board now. Cowboys need to trade back. Because Newsome is the guy that's probably the next cornerback, and 10 is too early. Cowboys sick right now. They probably were like, God, man, we can't get a corner. Yeah, y'all can't get a corner.
I love it. Cowboys, they're the most hated team. They like to call themselves America's team, but nah.
Patrick Surtain Jr.
Now think about this, Gene. The Cowboys paid Amari Cooper. They've got CeeDee Lamb. Who's the other receiver they got? It's another one they got. It's Amari Cooper. It's him. It's somebody else.
CeeDee Lamb. And what's the other guy?
The guy that they stopped throwing the ball to that I was getting.
Yeah, because he was on your fantasy team.
Yeah, he was on my fantasy team from Colorado State. It's bad that I forget names like this because I was so upset.
All right, this next pick, I'm not at the house, so I'm gonna log off.
No sweat, man. Michael Gallup.
So give me 30 to 45 minutes. Gene, did you invite anybody else?
I did, but I don't know if they're coming.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna log off for a little bit, so don't talk too much without me.
Cool. We'll run the draft.
Yeah,
this Cowboys pick about to be interesting.
Very.
We're going to catch up. All right, y'all. I'll see you in a little bit.
All right.
Gene, the Cowboys can't go that.
They're gonna go Smith.
They can't, man. They do that.
But Jerry, what he should do is trade back.
He needs to trade back, or they need to go linebacker here. Michael Parsons. They need to go somebody like that. They just lost Sean Lee.
Yeah.
So they need to go defense. If they go offense, man, look here. If they go offense, go tackle. Because when you look at their offensive line, it's not that great. Rashawn Slater's out there. So Rashawn Slater, Michael Parsons, probably the couple guys that I'm thinking about right now in my head.
Man.
But this is no longer a luxury pick for them now.
No.
They gotta nail this pick now, or otherwise it's gonna be a problem. Wow. Denver just shook up the draft.
Again.
Wow. I can't even say I'm shocked right now because it's not like it's a dumb pick, but woo.
What
I
I
know y'all on the phone with somebody. Who you on the phone with, Dallas? Come on with it. Who you on the phone with? I want to know.
Yeah.
You're on the phone with somebody right now. Somebody want to trade up. And look, crazy. Philadelphia over there smiling right now. If they get a chance to get Slim Reaper, which Giants I feel like will probably take him.
Oh, definitely the Giants.
Yeah, the Giants will be like, look, we can have Galladay and Slim Reaper on opposite sides with what's the boy 87 running in the slot.
Yeah.
Woo, trade. It's a trade. With who? The Eagles. The Cowboys have traded with the Eagles. So now we know what the Eagles want.
Oh, the Eagles did?
The Eagles. We knew they was
so
on
they
the
want Slim Reaper.
They want Slim Reaper. You got to
Slim
get
Reaper.
Giants. So now Hurts gets potentially, man, you get Devontae Smith here. And remember, the Eagles kept saying, we're not going to trade up. We're not going to move. Got to move. I love this. I love this. Wow.
I'm shocked Jerry Jones worked. I'm shocked Jerry Jones will work with them.
Yeah, within the division. But you got to think.
But you knew they was going to do that trade immediately. Once they saw it, it's like, no, we out of here.
Yeah, your two cornerbacks are gone.
Yeah,
you got to go down and
yeah. I can trade back and get a cornerback somewhere else. I'm out of here.
Yep.
So think about this. If Justin Fields drops to Washington, would they be scared to draft another Ohio State quarterback?
If you ask me, Washington or more lean Mac Jones than Justin Fields.
That's what I said. They do not like the biggest thing about their quarterbacks, Ohio State quarterbacks. People do not like how they're trained and how they're coached.
It's the same type of offense. Like Ohio State quarterbacks, again, just do not translate.
Because it's a gimmicky offense. It's basically a gimmicky offense with a bunch of athletes.
A bunch of athletes from southern states, giving them the speed that they need, and it don't work. But man, the Eagles to me just made a smart move trading with Dallas. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what they had to give up because I mean you're only moving up 2 slots, so hopefully they ain't sell the farm. Maybe a 3rd round, maybe a 4th round pick.
It looked like they gave him a 3rd rounder.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
And they swapped a 3rd rounder. Yeah.
Yeah. So that makes sense. I could deal with that, but just don't give them a farm just because you're going up 2 spots. But you got to get you a receiver here, and we know the Eagles needed one. And then the Cowboys could probably get their defensive player, maybe a linebacker, probably at 12, that they could have got at 10. So we're going to see. This is interesting.
This is really weird.
This is interesting. I ain't even looking at no social media, man. I don't want to look at. I just want to focus.
Nah, because they be ruining stuff.
Yeah, I just want to focus on what's here. Well, the Giants need O-line help too. Mel Kiper Jr. Somebody still got to protect Daniel Jones.
Mel got to hype up the clients of his best friends.
Yep, 3rd round pick. So that's what we figured it was. So
let's see what's going on here.
It's got to be Devontae, man. If it's not, I'll be shocked, honestly, because they do not have an outside threat. They have no one. And let's be honest, the Eagles gonna need a lot of work.
Yeah. Offensively, they have nothing but running backs. That's it.
They need a lot. Like Greg Ward might be their best receiver. That's saying something, a former quarterback.
Yeah.
Now you gotta hope, Jerry, this don't backfire on you, because
I know
some people come out gunning. Man, look, but I don't know, man. I like Slater, man, out of Northwestern. So I hope the Giants, man, think about that. Like, think about what y'all have done in past drafts, and think about if y'all really are protecting Daniel Jones the proper way. He ain't got protection.
He need a lineman. What are these random ass bands in the background?
Bro, listen. I get what they trying to do, but you'll never be Nashville. Ever.
No, Nashville is Nashville.
Ever. Nashville killed the draft. Killed it. Ever.
I'm ready for them to come back to Vegas.
Shoot, look, I wanted to go back to Nashville. That was the best draft, I promise. All right, come on, Slim Reaper. Let's go right here.
Yep. Slim Reaper, we knew it. They had no offensive help.
Smart move. Now him and Hurts.
Yep.
But you know he gonna be motivated, right? Because his buddy went ahead of him. Wow. Giants, go O-line, please. Don't waste your time. Micah Parsons has some off the field issues, which will be a concern.
Yeah, but Dallas can still get Micah Parsons.
Yeah, they still could, and I don't think that's a bad pick. That play right there just still ticks me off, though, man, to this day, because I'm like, we had the game won, and y'all just let them run a go route, really?
Yeah. I'm looking at this now. It's like my biggest thing with the Giants is you probably can trade back and still get your guy.
Yeah, they still could get a quality offensive lineman, dude. The tackles right now between Darrisaw, Slater, and the kid from Oklahoma State, between those three guys, there ain't much difference in what you're gonna get. So, and I like, and Tevin Jenkins is the guy from Oklahoma State. I like all three of those guys. I know the Titans looking at Jenkins hard.
Yeah.
So, man, I'm like, man, we need a right tackle. So will we go that? But I want to see what the rest of this draft gonna look like, honestly.
Yeah.
But man, that's a solid pick, man. That real solid pick. Size ain't a skill. That dude right from Louisiana. People need to understand. He went to Bama, but he from the boot. Don't forget it. A-Meat is a doggone killer program in Louisiana. People don't sleep. Do not sleep.
They get paid to go to Alabama.
Yeah, they do, because we ain't going there. Well, we ain't going to what happened with the defensive tackle. Trade. We got another one. Who's going up? Trade pick to who? The Bears. The Bears are going for a quarterback.
Oh yeah, that's Justin Fields.
Look, and I think all of this is because of what happened with Deshaun Watson. We all know.
Yeah.
It's the reason why.
This is definitely Justin Fields.
Wow. All right, so the Bears, who do you want? You want Mac Jones or you want Justin Fields?
Good God. They got a king's ransom.
Wow.
That's a lot, man.
The Giants probably over there like, we'll go ahead and we'll get somebody later. God, wow. Wow. All of that? Bruh. A first round, a first, a 5, and a 4? Woo.
Good gosh.
That is
Who house is that?
I guess that might be Justin Fields.
Oh, he got that vid. He got that car. You see him walk back in there?
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta be in there for our picture, y'all.
Hey, and somebody just had a Bears hat on. I just saw it in the corner. Yeah. This is the pick.
Yeah.
This is the pick. It's the Bears.
22, 164, a future 1 and a 4. That is crazy.
Wow. That
brother, man.
Well, they try not to make they feel like this is Deshaun Watson 2.0, but
He's not Deshaun
this is different.
Watson.
He's not Deshaun Watson. You made your mistake when you took Mitchell Trubisky. Oh man. To this day, I'm still trying to figure out how you make that mistake. And I think we both were shocked when we watched that draft. We were like, huh? Before Deshaun?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, Andy Dalton won't be the quarterback long.
No.
That's for sure.
They feel like they got their quarterback in the future. It's not Deshaun, buddy.
Again, I'm not knocking it. If it's Justin Fields, okay. I just want to see how you're going to develop him. And he's got a good receiver in Allen Robinson around him, but you still need somebody that can get down the field as well.
Yeah.
I like Anthony Miller a lot. I just don't think they use him correctly. Roger Goodell, you know we don't like you that much, right? We don't want you to stay on this at this podium too long.
Did they say Booker said Justin Fields is Mitchell Trubisky?
2022. Congratulations, Carlos. Please take it away with the Bear selection.
Well, we know it's Justin Fields, so let's get this out the way.
Yeah. Oh, you know it's a brother. How excited is this? Yep.
Yeah, I saw his uncle. It was somebody in the background. They had the orange hat on. I'm like, well, I know who that is.
And we got one trying to leave. Now, Aaron Rodgers, you staying. You ain't going nowhere. We about to trade Jordan Love to the Patriots.
That man said Jordan Love to the Patriots. Not Jordan Love to the Patriots, man. Stop it. Look, everybody knows they made a mistake last year. Everybody knows it because I thought they was going receiver. I really thought they were going receiver. I was like, okay, this is a no-brainer right here. And I'm like, what? Somebody's going to sit? I'm sorry, we shut him down that year they came to LSU. So yeah, I don't have much to say about Justin Fields on that. Come on, man, let's get to the controversy stuff. Stop talking about, hey, he's done this, he's done that.
The Bears. You know, the Bears been searching for a quarterback for a long time, though.
A minute. Hey, let's think about it. What's the last time they had literally a consistent quarterback? Is it Rex Grossman?
Forever.
Like, am I going back to Rex Grossman on him?
No, it's probably Cutler and Grossman. Yeah.
Like I'm really thinking like them the two guys that come to mind. Cowboys back on the clock. What y'all gonna do now, Cowboys?
Take Michael Parsons.
Michael Parsons, or do you need a corner? And I don't know if they like Newsome that much.
Yeah, I don't think you can go that far up for Newsome.
I think it'll be a serious reach at this point. But man, Rashawn Slater is there, man. They gotta really look at their offensive line and think about addressing it. Their offensive line is probably going to be the reason why people get hurt around them. So they need to think about it. At least for me, it's going to be on my mind.
Yeah.
A tackle is going to be on my mind right now. And Slater is sitting there. So what about the kid from Notre Dame, the Owusu kid?
To me, he's the best one.
That could be the pick too, because he has mobility. He's a little bit more mobile.
Not a Newsome. I mean, Slater is the best tackle to me. I think he's better than Sewell.
considering what I saw last year, and especially against Ohio State's defense, he could be, man. Like literally, you could probably just throw something at the water and look at both of them, but you go down the list of tackles, it's not really much difference between those guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, their defense is just awful. That is correct. But guess what? You're not getting a corner here. You know what? What if they went safety and went with Morik out of TCU?
No, they'll take Newsom first.
But remember, Morik is very versatile. He's a slot guy. He go to the box. He can do a little bit of everything. So, I mean, I'm looking at all angles here. You go tackle, you go inside linebacker, or you go safety.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. Dallas Cowboy fans, man, I swear, living in the state of Texas is hard, Gene. I now understand what you were saying.
Oh, I hate who is that dude?
You sure it's a dude?
Oh, that's true. Let me stop.
Yeah.
We're partnering with Mental Health America and support resources for those in need. Leading out the grind, Army veteran from Dallas struggled with anxiety and depression after returning from Iraq. She turned her struggle into triumph and is now a licensed social worker.
She is excited.
I know.
Continue to help others during this challenging times. Please do us the honor to look at the Cowboys.
All right, good.
Lady. Hey, make the pick, lady. Make the pick. Getting booed.
How you like being booed, ma'am? You're in Cleveland.
Told you, Michael Parsons.
I like the pick, but again, I'm still concerned about his character. And you took a year off.
Yeah.
And literally his last game, when you look at it, they were at Jerry World against Memphis, where he balled. I ain't gonna lie.
He balled out.
He balled in that game. It like, shoot, you couldn't miss him on tape. Every time you turned around, 11 was somewhere.
He was there on tape every time. What do the Chargers do?
I'm still thinking O-line. They need help. They need a whole lot of help on O-line.
O-line and defense.
Yeah, they are the team that need to look at your offensive line and go get Slater. This pick shouldn't take long. Like, don't waste time. Go get an offensive tackle that can sit for 10, 12 years. Yeah. There's no point in wasting time with this pick. You don't need nothing else. They have the offense to pull anything. You need to find somebody that can protect Justin Herbert. That should be your pick. Now, if you go defense, I mean, this really depends on James coming back at safety. Because I feel so bad for that kid, man. Look, everybody know he gonna be a dog when he can be on the field.
And it all depends on the scheme too, because Penn State defense is based off a lot of zone scheme, a lot of zone drops. And so it's like a lot of things. I mean, his biggest thing is like the hazing thing. I mean, all the football teams still haze.
You correct.
It's not. They just don't get caught.
Correct. Everybody knows those freshmen get the business when they get there. Everybody know it. So
only thing is really you have to look at is like just coverage. That's it. Because they drop in zone so much, you really don't have to cover nobody because you're dropping in zone.
Oh hell! Look at this dude, and then he go look. His ass come on purposely when the Patriots about to pick with his slick ass.
No, I'm so upset right now, dog. The Chicago hated on us, bro.
Man, come on, man. You knew they were going. Hey, look, me and Gene were talking about it, and we said Chicago and Washington are the two teams.
Oh, the
that
trade
need to be
up.
talking about moving up, and literally Chicago moved up, just like that.
I'm for real, bro. That's all I want. I either wanted Waddle or Fields, dog. I don't care about nobody else, really.
Man.
Coming out of Ohio.
You know y'all drafted Mac Jones, right?
Right, I know it not, and that's the one I didn't want. Out of anybody, I don't like him at all.
You know he gonna draft Mac Jones.
Come on, man. You might as well just get ready. Enjoy Mac.
Yeah. Mac is definitely Belichick's guy.
Of course, because Nick Saban, the connection, of course.
Yeah. But man, don't be down about it.
Why somebody trade up and take him? That'll make you happy.
I can see Minnesota trying to hate too.
What Minnesota gonna do? Minnesota needs
Defense.
They need defense. A lot of it.
Yeah, they do.
A lot of it.
If the Chargers go O-line, take that O-lineman out of
they need Slater. They need Slater here. They need Slater here.
Minnesota will take what you call it. Minnesota will probably go Newsom.
Oh, yeah. Shoot. As soon as I said they took Fields, I was like, I'd rather draft Parsons. And then he went off the board next. I was like, oh, well.
Well, again, as me and Gene said at the beginning, we said it. Me and Gene agree on our sleeper quarterback, which is really not a surprise because we usually on point with this. But Davis Mills is the dude, man, and I'm just gonna say it to you. If you get him in the second round, get him. But
well, this morning when I woke up in my Patriots group on Facebook, they said the Patriots were really, really talking to him, and I didn't really know much about it. So
all right, so I'll give you a little rundown. Pro style offense because he comes from David Shaw, who was basically a disciple of Harbaugh.
Harbaugh, right?
Right. So you're going to get a quarterback that's going to be more disciplined. He studies. So you're getting someone that, if you look at Mac Jones as just that 1-year wonder, and you really don't know what you're getting,
yeah,
go get the other guy and wait.
Right.
So I'll just tell you, Davis Mills didn't have no help at Stanford. Zero help.
Mm-hmm.
If he goes to New England, he got 2 tight ends he can throw to right off the bat.
Right. But you're not gonna take him in the first round.
But you're not taking him in the first round.
You'll wait on him, right?
You'll wait on him.
Wait.
So depending on what the Patriots do, they might wait on him.
I'll be shocked if they took Davis Mills in the first round. I'd be like, what?
Yeah,
you could have traded back to get him.
Right.
So
that would make and that actually will make sense because we have a big old gap between the second and third round. Like I think we pick 46 and then we don't pick again to like 90 something.
Oh,
correct.
Yeah.
So I would see him trading back to get some picks, but it don't look like we budging. I don't know.
Hey, right now it looked like more of a luxury pick than anything. But right now the Chargers need offensive line. The Vikings need a whole lot of defense. The whole lot of defense. They need prayer on their defense. after Alvin Kamara runs for all of them touchdowns against you, y'all ain't got no dogs up the middle to stop them. Like, come on. Like, I was done after that game. I was like, I ain't never seen nothing like
Kamara this. Kamara had his way with them, man. I was like, dang.
Straight punishing.
Man, look. Every time you flip the channel, he scored a touchdown.
Like, boom, touchdown. That's another one.
Dang, man.
Man, for real. So, Let's get these next 2 picks today. We're gonna see what Mr. Gaines gonna think at that point. Because I know he over there thinking up something right now.
I was
He's
hurt,
over
man.
Mac Jones.
That feels hurt me, dog. You know, I'm an Ohio State fan, so that would have been perfect for me. I get my quarterback from college to sit a year, or maybe shoot, I don't know. Man, I'm just like, I don't know what Bill gonna do. I don't know what they thinking about.
All right, so if they went linebacker, it'd be the kid from Notre Dame. If they wanted a hybrid player, because remember your back end is getting old with McCourty. So and then Chung has retired. So here's my thought. I see what they saying best available. I'm ignoring that. I'm thinking Trayvon Moorick is that dude out of TCU.
Out of TCU?
I am high on him. Yeah. High on him.
I kind of like him too, bro.
I am high on him. Whoever get him
all over the field, he go all over. He could go get it. He a ball hawk.
Correct. And that's, to me, if Bill is looking at, I gotta replace this McCourty soon.
Yeah. I
gotta replace Chung. He's probably gonna be looking at his back end and say, man, I might need to go and get this guy now.
Yep.
Otherwise, you're looking at your D line to your offensive line and seeing where you can improve there. But Slater is my dude right here. If the Chargers pick outside of him, I'm gonna be like, yeah, right.
Wait, who you said?
I like Slater out of Northwestern. I think that's the tackle that they should be picking. If they don't pick him, then I got to look at them a little strange and be like, what are y'all doing?
They're trying to keep up with the Joneses. They don't pick nothing to protect Herbert.
Yeah, they got to. They got to get somebody to protect him right now. And it was okay last year, but you're going to need a dog on the offensive line.
Yeah, for the young QB.
Yeah.
Keep him upright.
Let's see. They look happy. They look real happy.
They look happy.
With the 13th pick in the 2021 NFL Draft, the Los Angeles Chargers select Rashawn Slater Jr.
Yep.
Tackle.
There you go. There it
is. Easy pick, man. That's 10, 12 years on the line right there, dude.
Yeah, that's solidified. Tackle.
Easy. And he that dude. And just like I was telling Gene, I was like, it's not much difference between these tackles, really your first 3 or 4.
Is that his daddy?
Nah, it's Pat Fitzgerald.
I gotta be his
I'm laughing at you right now, Gaines. Really?
Say that his daddy.
But think about this, Gene. Think about what I'm about to say here. Northwestern could have 2 first-round draft picks. Considering how they recruit and what they have to get, man, Pat Fitzgerald should be like on everybody's coach of the year thing at the beginning of the year because he develops players. He getting 2 and 3 star guys. And look, they getting like literally 2 first-round picks.
Yeah.
Something to think about, man. Like NFL coaches, I see why they want them. I see why NFL teams want them. And him and the Campbell guy at Iowa State, both of those guys know how to coach, man. They can coach up players.
Definitely. Say, bro. Okay, Minnesota defense, like you said, defense.
They need a whole lot of
Northwestern picks.
They need a whole lot of defense. Yeah, it could be. Newsom could go here. They need help. Patrick Peterson is not a full-time solution.
No.
His best years are over.
Yeah.
So you better find some help quickly. Quickly find somebody to help him. But man, I like that pick, man. It's some picks that I like, but I like that pick a lot.
Let me ask you, how you feel about your boy Mine from Texas A&M?
Okay.
We had a conversation about him.
He's a developmental quarterback. He got a lot of flaws, man.
He's always where his feet.
How do I say this? I don't think Jimbo is the best quarterback whisperer. Let me just say that. Jameis did a lot of the things that he was doing just based off sheer talent.
Yeah.
Kellen Mond's been there 4 years. And what I've seen slight progressions a little bit, but it didn't go through the roof what I was expecting to see with him. Is he a second round pick? If people are reaching for quarterbacks, he goes second round. But to me, third, fourth round is really where he should go.
Yeah, I agree.
But I'm just curious to see how the rest of this is going to play out, because right now I see a developmental quarterback, and he needs to sit a minute. Trade. We have another trade.
Oh,
who they're trading to? Let it be the Titans. I'll take it.
Jets.
Let it be the Titans. Whoa. What the Jets want? Well, let me think. Well, wait a minute. We're dealing with a defensive coach. And think about what I just said, Gene.
Yep. Like, we know it's not a quarterback.
Yeah.
So
we know it's not a quarterback.
Of course.
They need offensive line help. They need defensive line help. Hell, they need to fix their whole damn defense.
The whole defense. That defense was horrible.
That defense was trash.
Their defense is horrible.
Wow. This is interesting.
Does the Cardinals need O-line?
The Cardinals really need to think about who they're gonna put at corner.
Oh yeah.
Because they got to fill that slot now. They took Malcolm Butler, but I'm sorry, you're not getting a whole lot. Because as a Titan fan, I know what we got out of him, and that's the reason why he's not there anymore. So
that's a wrap.
Yeah, get on out of here.
He had his moment of shine.
Correct.
That's it.
Yeah. Because every time I turned around, somebody is behind you. So dog. Get your ass up out of here. Man, look, man, I got so frustrated. I was like, man, can we just bench him? Like, I know we paying him right now, but I just want to bench him. Let him sit. Man, they could go corner. They could go Owusu out of Notre Dame. They could go many ways with this pick, man.
Yeah, I like they probably Owusu. Yeah, I think they might get him. They need linebackers. Definitely linebackers.
Yeah, because when they took Williamson from us, I kept telling Jets fans, I said, listen to me carefully. This is what you're getting. You're getting somebody that is a box linebacker. He's a box linebacker. He don't move outside of that.
He's not. He'll get taking care of that inside the box. It. But if you want him to, he a little stiff.
They need speed, and with the coach that they have, he's used to having speed at that position. So naturally, it feels like it could go linebacker. If not, you go with that safety man that can cover everywhere.
Yeah, he gonna get. Yeah, I forgot because what's his name from San Francisco? What's his name? The coach, right?
Yeah, they got him as the coach. So they need to go defense here.
They definitely going defense. I think he's going defense because that was they Achilles heel last year. It was terrible. I mean, people was having their way with the Jets defense.
Except the Rams. Except the Rams. The Rams didn't know what the hell to do when they played the Jets. And I'm like, wait a minute. Y'all mean to tell me Cooper Kupp and Woods and Higbee and all this talent, and you got a quarterback back there that can't throw the ball to him?
Golf is trash, man. Golf is so horrible. I was just talking to my other boys about him.
Beyond garbage. As you would say, Gene, what's your favorite word? Is BFI garbage.
Garbage.
BFI garbage.
The garbage company.
That's what kind of trash he is. For real.
I was telling my boy he was trash when he had the weapons in LA. Now you think he's gonna be in where he went? Detroit.
He went to Detroit. And see, like, I like what they did. They going inside out. They needed to get offensive line to help protect them. But you still gotta have somebody to throw the damn ball to. So
Right.
I hope they find somebody in the second round that they can throw the ball to because they're gonna need it. They are going to need it. But yeah, man, we're gonna see.
Who y'all
See
think?
here.
What's the go? ETN.
He could go late first,
Why
maybe
he go to
early
the Bucks?
second. He could go late first, early second. But man, why the Bucks? They got too much. Remember, they just got Bernard from Cincinnati. They got too much, man.
All of them on 1-year deals.
Yeah, I get that, man. You want to sign a rookie that you can get for 5 years, which is smart. Don't get me
Yeah,
wrong.
they should trade out the pick. You know how I feel about that.
Yeah, like Fournette, Jones, and Bernard, that's a lot.
It is.
So with the Bucks, man, I don't see that. Pittsburgh is the team that's gonna shake up the running back class. They are the team. They need a running back badly.
All I know, these during commercials be forever, bro.
Man, I need them to stop showing goddamn commercials right now. I don't want to see no more commercials. Get to the picks.
What y'all watching it on?
Get to the
ESPN.
picks.
On NFL Network. They back on NFL Network. They're just about to pick.
Let's see.
Heck, I might need to go to the NFL Network.
Yeah, the commissioner walking to the podium now on NFL Network.
ATN is also a possibility for your Packers too, buddy.
Yeah, Aaron Jones. Because what's his name left? What was the backup to Aaron?
They had Williams, and then AJ Dillon is the backup. He's a thumper.
Traded the 14th to the New York Jets. With the 14th pick in the 2021 draft. Jets will-
Why?
Ooh.
I don't like that. I hate that pick.
What?
Bro, I hate that pick. Listen, he's a guard. He's not even a tackle that he was. Like his projection moves inside instead of staying outside. Why would you draft a guard this early? Remember, you could get guards in the 3rd, 4th, 5th round. Hell, David Moore. I don't draft guards, bro. Tackles is the premium.
Yeah, that solidifies the tackles. I look at tackle like guards. I believe you could get them. You know what I'm saying?
3rd, 4th, 5th round.
Yeah.
That's where you get guards. There's not a premium on them. But this dude here, listen, they got Becton. I love Becton. I freaking love Becton out of Louisville last year. He a dog. You get this guy, I'm gonna be curious to see how he gonna fit. But I never draft a guard in the 1st round of the draft, ever.
He gonna play tackle though.
Where he going? On the right side? You think he gonna move to the right? Because Becton is on the left right now.
Yeah, he gonna play right. he ain't no guard. He's a tackle.
But man, listen, you got Jenkins from Oklahoma State. You have Darryl Shaw from Virginia Tech, who are natural tackles. They're natural tackles. This dude right here is a guard. I don't think he got the feet, man.
Is the ESPN thing broken? It's the Patriots pick, right?
Yeah. Patriots pick next. Yeah.
All right. ESPN thing is broken. To me, he's not better than Darrisaw.
He's not better. He's not better than Jenkins to me from Oklahoma State.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry. I don't like this pick. I hate the pick.
You're supposed to be trying to protect your guys.
All right, Mac Jones is going next. I'm calling it now.
Hey, look, I don't know.
I'm calling it now. Mr. Gaines.
What?
Mac Jones is going next. I'm calling it.
Dang.
Oh no. You don't look too happy.
He don't look happy about it. But guess what?
Look happy.
Listen, Mac Jones is your quarterback, man.
They're gonna take that boy back to the blue room if the Patriots don't pick him. We gotta send you to the back.
Hey, enjoy Mac Jones, bro.
Dang, they made that pick fast.
Hey, enjoy Mac Jones, bro. Because Nick Saban already been on the phone with Belichick. You already know.
That's what I do. That's why I know it probably is. That's what guaranteed me to be picking him because of Saban and Bill connection.
Oh man, this is gonna be so funny. Mac Jones. I ain't look, I don't even want to listen.
Dang, dog. What is this?
With food
They
insecurity,
do the draft-a-thon stuff.
Oh.
we've teamed up with Feeding America as part of Draft-a-thon to help fight hunger. Don Cox, who's behind me,
And what I said about what about 5 o'clock today? I put up the biggest cuff on Facebook. Lord, anybody but Mac Jones. I said, dear Lord, anybody but Mac Jones.
That boy gonna get Mac Jones.
You get Mac Jones, bro. Mac Jones. Who? Mac Jones. Best rapper alive, Mac Jones.
Here we go.
In the 20 NFL draft, the 6-time world champion.
Say it right.
Patriots
Mac Jones.
Say it right.
select
Mac Jones. Mac Jones.
Look how this dude walk, man. Look how this dude walk, bro. He already corny. Look how this dude walk, bro. He walk like Michael Rappaport, the comedian.
Oh my gosh.
Look at him.
Jones.
He look like Remy from Higher Learning.
He say Remy. Remy.
Oh, bro.
Oh man, this is great.
Boy say he look like Remy from High Learning.
High learning. That's funny.
And he gonna take Cam out and scratch him off the list.
Oh man.
They gonna scratch him off the list.
Hey, he say he drafting. He say he drafting his next Tom Brady, man. You gotta live with it, baby.
I do not like this dude, bro.
Listen, he can make all the throws.
He can. He can make the throws. The only concern is he had the receivers.
Exactly.
Bama. He had weapons at Bama. He could just throw it anywhere. Ball go, and they gonna go get it.
Placement.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Like the DBs are smothered. He putting it in there.
So y'all like the pick then? You think Mac Jones is the dude?
The Patriots fan does
Patriot
not like that
fan
Jones.
doesn't like this pick.
Oh, the Patriot. Okay.
No, my brother, I don't like this pick, bro.
I'll be honest. I don't like it either, but not because of the reason you probably don't like it. He's from Jacksonville, so he's a local boy.
I mean, I went into this thing. I was happy if we got either Waddle or Fields, and I'm mad at Chicago jumping up in front of us.
Yeah, but what's his name picked Waddle? It threw the draft off.
Yeah, it threw the draft off at that point.
Yeah.
It threw the draft off.
It into the spiral. Yeah.
Big time threw it off.
We got Alabama quarterback. The one I didn't want.
Don't expect the one I didn't want. The one I didn't want.
Look at his tie. His tie not even in the right placement. Fix your tie, boy.
Going hard on him. Like,
Fix your tie. He just look at him, man. He don't have no kind of.
Okay, overall, is he good? Because y'all need somebody.
I mean, he's a national champion, but
Oh, this is funny.
he's a
This is
national
funny.
champion. That's all I can say. He's a national champion.
Okay, what he seemed like he what y'all need.
It depends. And look at Stidham, post Stidham. I don't.
He gonna be better than
Most of them gonna never get to play.
He ain't never gonna play. He done.
Yeah, he ain't gonna never touch the ball now. He probably.
I mean,
He's
why was he
done.
drafted in the first place, though? I mean, Stidham was never considered to be the answer, was he?
Hey, this how you know I'm old. I used to have to watch Stidham's wife when I was working at Toyota Center.
Oh wow.
But
Like when she was a little kid.
oh, for real?
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
No, this is our backup quarterback.
Wow.
Yeah, Daddy needs a hug, baby. Thank you.
Yep. Need all the love he can get right now because he mad.
I think they wanted him the whole time. If I believe if well, I think they wanted. Now I'm convinced.
I told somebody Mac Jones or Trey Lance. Those are they two.
I think they wanted him the whole time because of Nick Saban, Alabama coach, and Bill like this. So.
Well, yeah, they probably had a deal. Do they like black people? Maybe they want a black quarterback.
Emmett, check this out. Gaines was so mad, he started talking about the dude walk.
He was walking to the podium.
I saw that call.
Man.
Oh man, I'm weak. That's so funny.
Hey, fellas, I don't know how long y'all gonna be on here, but I didn't want to eat my dinner until we pick, so I'm about to go eat dinner.
All right, man.
All right, bro, man. Go eat, bro.
All right, bro. Y'all be cool.
All
right.
Oh man, it's funny. That is the funniest 10 minutes that I've had.
Yeah, man.
Hearing a Patriots fan upset is like gold right now. Shoot, I'm just hoping I get to my pick before 10 o'clock. I'm just trying to get to my pick before 10 o'clock. I'm still gonna be on no matter what. I'm gonna be like, shoot, man, work just gonna be work for a minute.
Just take a nap in the middle of it.
What about Zaven Collins right here?
Yep.
What about Zaven Collins?
They did.
Oh, Zaven Collins. Hey, listen. If y'all ain't watch his tape, that dude everywhere. Everywhere. I like this pick. This pick right here. Listen, you got him and Simmons. If they figure out how to use Simmons, you literally have two.
To play good towards the end of the year.
You got two hybrid linebackers now. You can put them anywhere on the field. Man, I like that pick.
Speaking of linebackers, just real quick, since I missed the Dallas Cowboys, I saw they picked a linebacker. We were talking about their defense being garbage earlier. What did y'all think of that?
I like Parsons, but they still need cornerback help. They need people that can cover on the back end. Fixing your linebacker position, you're basically saying, okay, this is what replaces Sean Lee, but you got a lot more that you need to build on. So I hope they figure it out.
Yeah. And again, for someone like Tulsa, I mean, that's just not a big school.
He was the Bednarik award winner. He was a top defensive player in college football. He is that dude.
Is he kind of like the Marlon Mack, Khalil Mack?
He can come off the edge. He can play coverage. You can put him anywhere. That's the kind of linebacker this dude is. He go inside out. He's not a box guy. So that's a very nice pick. I kid you not, very nice pick for Arizona. They still need corner help, but good pick considering you got Watt and they're probably saying, all right, well, we got a temporary solution in Malcolm Butler. So we'll see. We'll see. Vegas, Miami, and Washington. Washington needs tackle help. They need tackle help. Miami, it'd be interesting. Miami could shake up the draft again right here at 18. Let's see. They're good at receiver now. Their running back situation is questionable in Miami. Defensively,
you think Devontae? You talking about Miami? Do you think?
Yeah, Miami is good at receiver right now.
Okay, good. Yeah.
But I'm thinking about their running back situation, and if I'm thinking correctly, and how their coach is, don't be surprised if Najee went 18.
Yeah.
A Najee or Etienne could go 18 easily. If they're Gaskin from Washington, that's their number one, really. So they really haven't solidified that position.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking because they traded, obviously.
Right, and then remember, one of their cornerback slots is really just look. They can put him in and they slot it. They're good at corner on one side.
Yeah, Minka.
So
Oh no, Minka traded to the Steelers.
the kid from I can't think of his name, but yeah, one side they covered. If they want defense, they could get it easily right there at that position. They can go inside linebacker and get a Wusu. But they could go tackle, they could go running back, they could go linebacker, they could go safety with Morick. I still, again, whoever gets him, I'm telling you, that's a steal. I don't care who it is. Whoever get him, that's a steal. Like Morick could go here to the Raiders. That's how good I am. I'm high on that dude.
I'll be honest, dude. I'm not familiar with a lot of the names that you're mentioning.
No, like, all right, I'm gonna tell you right now, Emmett. Between me and Gene, we probably watch more college football than anybody I know.
College sports.
Yeah, we some junkies when it come to especially draft time, man. We know who to look for. Literally, so
who gonna pick who? Like, all right, they gonna pick who first. Like, is it either between these three?
Yeah, so that's why I was like, before the pick came, I was like Collins, because I was like, I kept thinking, I was like, a hybrid is what they need. They don't have a hybrid outside of Simmons. So that was the perfect pick. All right, Raiders, hurry up, pick the doggone pick.
Yeah, this stuff taking too long.
Yeah, dude, two hours already, man. They make this thing is no, hurry up.
Damn.
Where did the Texans? I see they're not picking at all in the first round. Where did they trade?
They don't have a first round pick. They traded it. Remember?
Was that for their tackle? What's his name?
I want to say yeah. Or it was either him or they traded him for. Oh God, dang it! Who's the other guy? They traded first round picks for a tackle and a receiver.
They can either go.
Oh, the receiver. The receiver was
Newsome here or Darisaw.
Yeah.
It was Brandon Cooks. That's who they got.
Yeah. So
Brandon Cooks and
they ain't got no help right now.
Yeah, the former Miami Dolphins tackle, whatever his name is.
Tunsil. Laremy Tunsil.
That makes sense.
Oh, so is he showing them the pick on the couch?
Yep. He showed him the pick.
So, guys, thoughts?
Who? What? See, this is why you don't have somebody as your GM that used to be on NFL Network. This right here is the reason why.
Mike Mayock out here just picking random names.
You done picked this guy.
Dude, I feel like Mayock's just trying to like flex his muscles to be like, I know the deep gems in this draft, and not just going for the census. Like, I don't know.
This dude is not. Oh my goodness! All right, turn on the LSU tape and watch our number 18 whip him several times off the edge, and he needed help. I ain't sold. Who is this dude? Like, oh, you picking players because they went to Bama. That's what I'm seeing.
This is Gene's territory. He lives in Vegas. He can explain what's going on, right?
No, that's retarded. That's a big reach.
That's a reach. This dude is a second round tackle, bro.
What other tackle would be ahead of him?
He got embarrassed in the Senior Bowl.
Horribly.
Yeah, I mean, Mike Mayock is the reason why the Jaguars have Josh Allen, because he took.
I ain't sold on this pick. And again, what's the dude's name? May, whatever his name is, Mayhawk, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Okay. Think about last year's draft and think about the players that they selected. The quarterback from Kentucky, no longer on the roster. The wide receiver that they got from South Carolina, they don't even know if he's really that dude. You took 3 receivers in the draft last year. One's not on the roster. You don't know if the other one's the dude. The other one you didn't use enough in Henry Ruggs. So I don't know what they doing. Like, dude, if I had hair, I'd pull it out right now if I was a Raiders fan. If I was a Raiders fan, I'd be seriously disappointed right now. Y'all need defensive help. Y'all need they need a lot. Alex Leatherwood is not a first-round pick. Wow.
I mean, were there better O linemen in your opinion that were available?
Zaven Collins. Not Zaven Collins. Jenkins from Oklahoma State. Darius Shaw from Virginia Tech are better tackles. They are better tackles. What you got to think about is Oakland going to run the football? If they run the football, Leatherwood fits that scheme. Correct. But if this is pass protection, he not that dude.
That was a bad pick.
I mean, you can't win in this league by just handing the ball off and running. Like the Jags pulled it off with one season with Fournette and a good defense, but obviously you saw how long that lasted for.
Denver still has Miller. Kansas City got Clark. San Diego got Bosa. I'm thinking about them 3 guys against him. They about to have a field day.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and Derek Carr's Derek Carr.
I'm telling you, it's his mobility. He's a pusher. Wow.
All right, here we go. Jalen Phillips, Miami.
Yep.
I like that pick.
I like that pick.
They needed defensive line help, and he could come off the edge. He could bend the corner.
Yeah.
I like that pick. He stays home. Shoot. Well, he don't stay home, but I mean, hey, stay in the same stadium. And think about this, Gene. The Giants still could get a Wusu at 20.
I know. Oh, I didn't realize it was so dark in my place right now.
Yeah, man. We see you, but we don't see you. Oh, man. Yeah, the Oakland Raiders have by far got a C-, maybe a D. They are already the lowest on this draft right now.
That was their first pick too, wasn't it? Like
that was their pick of the first round. And what they just picked is a reach. That is a reach. What they just did. Oh my goodness, man. I don't even know what to say.
This is where all the reaches happen though.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, this is what Mayak does. Mayak thinks he's like, I'm going to pick somebody that no one's going to think of, which is the dumbest mentality to have, because if no one's thinking of him, they're not going to draft him.
But he don't have the feet. He's a grinder. Like, he's somebody that, I'm telling you, turn on the LSU tape, turn on the Senior Bowl practices. Anybody that has speed, he don't deal well with. He gets burnt like toast. It's horrible. Like, he got to be a guard. They got to move him inside. You can't have him at tackle, because I promise you, what they got in the AFC West, they're going to embarrass him. Yeah. It's going to be an embarrassment.
They really gave Gruden $100 million.
You think Gruden's the one that's falling in love with these guys? Do you think Mayak's, like, who do you think is making these calls? Because I know a lot of teams
are together.
They doing it together, man. And Mayock, man, look at last year's draft. That tell you enough.
Yeah, the only person I remember
they picked Ruggs. And I was like, all right, I get that pick. All right, I could deal with Ruggs, but I thought about the rest of their draft, and they had a whole lot of luxury picks that they could have took players, but then you taking all these gimmicky type players. Ugh.
Sometimes I tell people like these teams overthink. Sometimes you can have too many people in the room.
You only need, to me, about 3-4 people in the room.
Yep.
Those need to be your core decision makers, and that's it.
I think a problem too is it's nostalgia too. I mean, that's the reason they hired him back, is nostalgia.
Man, but I'm not hiring a guy, Emmett, based on that.
Oh, I agree with you. I'm not saying the logic's sound. I'm just saying like they hired Gruden to be their head coach purely based off of nostalgia. They take Madden back if they could.
I can't believe what I just saw. That's almost as bad as when the Jets was just picking all them dumb players back in the 80s.
Oh my gosh.
I'm comparing that pick to that. Like, literally, like that is really a gimmicky pick. I don't understand. Please tell me you moving him to guard, because he's not a tackle. He gonna get 8 up if he's at tackle. Oh my goodness. Good luck, Raider fans. I hope you like your pick. It's bad. I can't even give Jalen Phillips his props.
Dude, Kevin Porter just dropped a 50 burger tonight.
What? 50? Didn't he just get fined or something?
Mm-hmm.
I thought I read something where he just got fined. Let me look. Oh my goodness! I don't even want to. I don't even know if I want to watch the rest of this draft. My team wasn't picking. I wouldn't even want to watch no more after what I just saw.
I think it's funny that makes you that upset for a team that you don't even like.
I don't even care about the team. It's just, man, I'm thinking about their fans. Their fans probably all saying the same thing, huh? What? What did they just do? Dang, 50 points, Kevin Porter. Wow. Well, that's how they won the game, Gene. Hey, that's a good thing, Gene. Houston Rockets won a game.
I know. It's a miracle.
It's a miracle.
Yeah, you still a Rockets fan? Are you even a Rockets fan anymore?
No, I'm a Rockets.
Hell no. You know, he ain't right. Hey, look, for the next 2-3 years, his patience is gonna be tested.
I don't care. We can go 0-82. I don't want to be like what Jay-Z say. Oh, that shit crazy.
Oh, you know darn well, bro. The next little bit, your patience is gonna be thin. You're gonna be mad a lot, Gene. Come on. You're gonna be upset. Come on, bro. You're gonna be upset.
Oh man.
Oh man, oh man.
Jamin Davis.
Damn it.
I like it.
No, you know why. You know I'm mad.
I know why you mad, because you wanted him to drop.
I want him to drop to the Packers.
Oh, you wanted the Packers to have him?
He's another linebacker that can move. He tackles everything. That's a good pick, man.
That is a good pick.
That's a real good pick for them.
Yeah, you ain't able to score on these fools. They're like,
man, think the Washington defense. Oh my goodness, they got the defensive line, and now you got a hybrid linebacker that can go everywhere.
They can make tackles.
Yes.
He finds the ball.
Oh my goodness, Dallas, Philadelphia. Listen to me carefully. Duck. You better have your offensive lines intact. Dallas, Philadelphia, and the Giants, y'all need to have it intact. Washington is coming with blitzes, and then they coming after your quarterback, and you better know how to protect. Because Oh my goodness. That's scary. They're gonna be scary.
Riverboat Ron gonna take him to the playoffs.
They better be trading him to the Packers. Damn it. Y'all don't need him.
Hey, Ryan Fitzpatrick is a good darn quarterback. We know this.
I know.
Oh, that's right. He's at Washington, isn't he?
Yeah, that's a good quarterback.
Fitzmagic is in Washington.
Look, and look, he ain't competing.
That's the one guy I pull for.
Oh yeah. A Harvard guy.
Yeah.
I think
everybody pulls for him.
His goal in life, I think, is to literally play for all 32 teams. I think that's going to be his.
No, his goal is to have more kids than Phillip Rivers.
And play for more teams too.
Correct.
He wants to have one kid. You're right. He wants one kid per team. He's going to have 32 kids.
Him and Phillip Rivers are having a competition. They just trying to see who gonna push out the most.
Well, now that Phillip Rivers is retired, he's got plenty of time to make more.
Man, Phillip Rivers needs to stop. Stop it, dude. I understand be fruitful and multiply, but man, you doing too much multiplication. Sit down.
We're gonna have another Rivers in the league in a couple of years at this point.
Yeah, for real. Only a matter of time.
I mean, again, that's what makes things so frightening is that like we're seeing like the kids like Antoine Winfield Jr. I remember obviously his dad playing like.
Yep.
It's hilarious. Seeing all these guys think about it. J.C. Horn, Joe Horn, Patrick Surtain Jr., Patrick Surtain Sr.
Senior. Yep.
Oh.
It's crazy to think about that, but man, shoot, we was growing up. Now these dudes got their kids coming in, and we start looking at our ages, and I'm like, man, look, we all still young technically, but damn.
Yeah, that's the thing. And I mean, you got other players like Jerry Rice Jr. who didn't make anything of himself, Kelvin Taylor from Fred.
Well, Jerry Rice's kid is still at Colorado, ain't he, Gene?
I believe so.
He wasn't doing bad at Colorado. If I remember correctly, his stats were pretty decent at Colorado.
Jerry Rice Jr.'s son was older than that. I thought he had came and gone.
He's got a son at Colorado.
But is that Jerry Rice Jr. or is that another son?
Brendan Rice.
Is that Colorado? Okay, so it's not.
Yep.
Okay. So I wasn't wrong, but to your point, he's got obviously other kids.
What are the Giants do here?
They better think of something. I'm thinking about my team trading back right now.
They're going to get Kyle Trask.
I'm really thinking about my team trading back right now because I'm like, the players that could have came off the board by now, a lot of them are still there.
Yeah.
I'm like, y'all literally could trade back, man, and still get the value because that Alex Leatherwood pick has really just thrown off this draft.
Yeah, I think everyone agrees that Leatherwood was a horrible pick. They could have got him late second, early third. Okay.
Easily.
Yeah. I'm curious what the grading of him is on here. Let's see what NFL says.
I don't even know what the grade gonna be, but whatever the grade is gonna be, I'm already saying C-.
No, yeah.
For the value that you got. He doesn't move
definitely a second
well.
round grade.
Yeah, he don't move well, man. He just don't. He's not a tackle. I'm like, all these tackles, man, and you select that. Like, I'm not trying to be disrespectful to the kid because he could prove me wrong. But no, you're not that dude.
Well, and again, too, is if you can wait for it, he may end up becoming a star, but you could have passed up others.
But not at tackle.
Right.
Not at tackle. I'm telling you, he's a guard. I done seen him play in the SEC, and I've seen where you get the right edge rusher. They coming around the corner on him easily. But I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong.
That's the thing. You're not cheering for this dude to suck, but you're not wrong in the fact that like sometimes it's just not the right pick. But
I don't see it. Like,
could be my team.
Heck, I like the kid out of North Dakota State, that 6'6" kid. He had a great Senior Bowl week. That kid, like I'm thinking about all the tackles, and I'm like, it's like 3 or 4 of them that are better than him.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Let's see what the Giants do here, and then I got to deal with the stupid Colts in front of us, and then we pick. Then I'm gonna be like, yeah, let's do this. Let's do this.
You're getting Leatherwood 2.0.
No, we're not. I'll tell you, John Robinson, you better not mess this up.
Kadarius Toney. Wow.
Speed. So that tells me what they wanted. They wanted Waddle.
Oh yeah,
They wanted Waddle because they just went with speed.
Mm-hmm.
So
I mean, I was reading somewhere that like, while he's got some good plays, like this dude is not like.
I'm fighting my mom if she wore that to my draft party.
man, you hear me? You hear me? I am going off on my mom if she wears something like that.
Oh,
That is a no-no. Oh, I'm looking. That's a no-no.
Yeah.
He's got speed, but his route running is what I'm concerned about.
Yep.
Yeah. Wait, where's his mom?
His mom, I think, was in the pink. But
Oh,
he can get away, and this goes back to what everybody's trying to copy. Everybody wants a Tyreek Hill type, but they don't realize that Tyreek Hill was really an athlete that found out how to run routes. He was really a running back. Coming in college, he was a running back.
well.
Switched to receiver. So if you're looking for that type, cool. I mean, he's got the speed, but can he run routes? Curious.
Yeah, I mean, to trying to be into the next Tyreek Hill, I mean, that's a tall order, especially
That's a
for
tall
the
order
Giants.
for anyone. Yeah, it's a
For
tall
the
order.
Giants too, man. Like you got to at least have have the kind of time in order to throw a ball that far that can actually break away.
But looking at when I think about him, I think about the route running because any type of route he ran, it was right at the line of scrimmage. They got him the ball quick, and he just goes.
Right.
But you got to know how to run a route and to really be that receiver type. I'm about to find out if you're really that dude, especially there in that spot, because you got Shepard, you got Galladay, and now him. So, but I'm still asking myself, when are y'all going to get him some offensive line help? He needs people that can block in front of him. Jones takes a lot of hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, she need to take that. No. Like, Jane, you're
Look, he need
correct.
to break up with everybody in that room.
Man, for real. I'd be mad. Like, come on, yeah. Come on.
His girlfriend was over there FaceTiming, going live.
I mean, but in all honesty, like he seems to be an interesting character, anyways.
Yeah.
He seems a little eccentric.
Yeah, so.
He's got the Alvin Kamara look.
Yeah, that one there, I'm not sold on that pick. That I'm not completely sold. I think you're playing copycat right now, and you need speed at receiver. I get it, but I'm looking at other things